We are 35 miles north of Abilene, Texas on the Chimney Creek Ranch. Good old prairie land. G.R. Davis, my great-grandfather, bought the property in 1920, and here we are 100 years later.
One of the things we wanted to do was develop the historical aspects of the ranch.
It is a passion in our family for Texas history, and not only Texas history, but also ranch heritage, and we put it into action.
We've actually restored Smith Station to what it looked like in 1858.
The Bud Matthews switch is our train. It actually was important to the ranchers around here because most every cow that was brought to market came through the Bud Matthews switch.
My dad and my grandfather leased Chimney Creek in 1957. Sick.
My great-grandfather had just died, and so we were looking for somebody to run it. Here we are 64 years later, and the Waller family in its third generation is still on the property. There was Charlie Waller, the granddad, Robert B. Waller, the dad, and now it's Robert C. Waller, 64 years. We wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for them because they've been good stewards of the land.
It's important. We have to take good care of the land and the grass and stuff because that's what we depend on to raise the cattle and everything. And so do what we can to preserve it for people on down the road.
Now, Jesse, were you pleased with how this burn worked out?
We were very pleased with the way it worked out. So we've got kind of a fresh start on this pasture. The Pops definitely care about what they're doing out here. They're very intentional, they're very thoughtful. They're taking the best advice that they can get to continually better the ranch.
I know we've worked hard. We've worked hard to improve this ranch. Ted and I don't take any money out of it. We plow it back into improvements.
This is a riparian buffer.
We stopped any type of grazing on 120 acres.
11 years ago, this one was created and is fully established at this point.
And so we thought doing this would be extremely beneficial, which we know it has.
So the idea in planting this switchgrass here is to hold that soil in place and prevent erosion. The neat thing about the riparian buffer is they were willing to take land out of cattle production with the sole intent of conserving water. Retaining the water that hits the ground is very important.
Chimney Creek is our legacy. We want this legacy to continue as long as we possibly can.
Our mother had a great quote. She said, "God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh he rested on the Chimney Creek Ranch."